This full moon is taking no prisoners. The inward journey is going to be the most powerful. The full moon is a spotlight. It's showing you your shit, your baggage. Hello and welcome to yet another energy update from myself, Lucy Davis. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, today we're going to be looking at the full moon energy that is happening on the 6th and 7th of March 2023. Now, before I go into that information, I just wanted to bring it up into your consciousness that Soul School 3 has been launched and we have given the dates out. If you missed the memo on that, I'm going to be doing a special video shortly to share all of that information. However, I'm going to give you a couple of details now. So Soul School 3 is going to be happening on the 17th and 18th of June 2023. Like I say, I have done an Instagram video sharing all of the details. So if you want to head over to that channel, please go to the description field and you will find my Instagram channel there for you to be able to tap into. Failing that, I will be jumping on imminently on here to share all of the details. However, 17th and 18th of June, if you are free and you've been waiting for Soul School to be at a location near you, go and check out the information because maybe this time it's going to work for you. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is my beautiful 8-week program called Self-Love Mastery is out. We used to set times during the year where we would run this program, but I've decided for 2023, we're just going to put it out there and let people come and go as they please. So if you want to know more about the Self-Love Mastery program, the program that literally blows the doors off of absolutely every limiting belief that you have, please do go over to my website, www.lucydavis.com, and go to the products page, and then you will find Self-Love Mastery in there, and you'll be able to find all of the information. Failing that, if you want to drop us an email at support@lucydavis.com, we will be able to direct you and help you with anything that you need. Anyway, enough about that. How about we crack on with this freaking amazing full moon that is coming in? My goodness, ladies and gents, the energy is so powerful and I am so excited because it's about bloody time that, yes, we've got some stuff that's going to be shown to us and stuff that's going to come up, but it's about time that we started focusing on what we need and how we're going to achieve this consciousness shift. Do you agree with me? Comment below if you do. This is the full moon that things are going to change. Okay, so as we know, March has already got off to a flying start, and this full moon is going to be yet another potent one. Wherever you are on your journey, please be warned that this full moon is likely to kickstart a new phase within you. So it doesn't matter if you think that you're a Zen monk sat on the top of, in Nepal somewhere, or if you are literally just on the start of your awakening journey. This full moon is going to kick your butt into taking steps to be the person that you were always destined to be. You do not need to focus on anyone other than you. Now, this is really important, and I'm going to speak about this again in a little while, no doubt, as I talk about self-love, because that's a big, big thread for this full moon. If you go looking to fix others, you're basically going to sell yourself short, and you're also distracting from the fact that you need to do the work for you. So please do not go looking to fix them to make sure that they come with us. That mentality is not going to serve us. It's not the mentality to take us forward. It's very three-dimensional. So please do not go there. Now, I know that that's a big challenge. We're a bunch of control freaks. We want to make sure that our loved ones come with us. We don't want to actually imagine a life without them. Now, this is a very, very old, out-of-date vibration that stems from, and it stems from fear. So please recognize it. This full moon is taking no prisoners. So please recognize, right, what do I need to do? How do I need to release this from me? What do I need to do to change things up for me, for my family, for my future? Okay, remember, if you are the mirror, if you are the light, the people will follow. This full moon is designed to bring things to the light. Deceit, destruction, and distrust will have the light shone on it. Now, that could be in relationships, it could be in your career, it could be in politics, it could be in anything. And I think I mentioned that in the March energy update. So that's just a thread that is definitely going to be quite potent through this full moon. However, this is something that I have never, excuse me, I felt like I was going to cough then. They clearly don't want me to say the next bit. This is something that I've never spoken about publicly, or that's not true. I speak about it on my calls, but not publicly on an open forum like this. However, I feel it's time, and they keep giving me this message, so I'm just going to share it. Please do not shoot the messenger. Basically, during this period of time, particularly the full moon and through till May now, I see huge shifts taking place within religion. Now, I know that this is an extremely challenging subject. You know, it's very, very triggering for a lot of people. However, what I am being shown is that all of the old has been manipulated, and to move forwards into a higher level of consciousness, everything old must be purged. So there is going to be, you know, changes within the religious world. There has to be changes, and this kind of stuff is going to start coming to the surface under the spotlight of this full moon. Now, does that mean we're going to have full disclosure on certain things that perhaps you know about, perhaps, you know, none of us know about? I'm not too sure about that, but we're definitely going to be having the consciousness raised during this period of time. Now, this full moon, like I said at the beginning, this is a really potent one. It's very much about clearing, cleansing, and healing your consciousness. It's about saying, I am going to ascend. I am going to raise my vibration. I am going to step into my truth. So don't be surprised if you start to see people for who they are during this period of time, rather than who they have been pretending to be on the surface or on a superficial level. For those who are or who have been distracted, you will find the universe doing things to stop you in your tracks and make sure that you are in alignment. Now, some of you out there know that you are very special, but you also know that you're being led astray and you're doing things that perhaps, you know, maybe you've gone, oh, maybe this isn't the best thing that's happening for me. You are going to be slapped about by the universe to make sure that you're in alignment. Okay. Yes, you will be tested. This period of time is going to be removing friends who encourage habits that do not align with your future self. It is on a mission to create a super safe space for the evolution of man and woman through these next phases. So by default of that, it's going to be removing people from your life. It's going to be taking you from situations. You might find yourself living somewhere completely where you're like, wow, I didn't see this one coming. Like I've said before in some of the other updates that I've done, so many of my friends are like, you know what, I'm moving out of Surrey, I'm moving out of London, because they're just ready to down tools and actually get into alignment with who their soul chooses them to be. A massive part of this clearing and cleansing energy is around decluttering. Declutter your office, declutter your home, declutter your space. Declutter your friends list on social media. Declutter your phone. If you've got all these old entanglements with exes and people that you don't want in your life anymore, it's time to ditch it. This period of time is going to make all of the old come and raise to you. Oh, I just thought about you. Oh, I was dreaming about you. Make sure that you decide, you make the commitment to yourself that you know that it's nonsense. People are just shifting. People are feeling you move away from them. We have to recognize that this is attachments. And like we have attachments to stuff in our home, we have attachments to people. Attachments are what is holding us back in the old. We cannot live in the past anymore. What you did yesterday is old. You need to look at the future. You need to look at how you are evolving into your life. Who do you want to be around? What is good for you and your future self? Not the self that you've been in the past, not the boozy party girl. No, what is good for the person that you want to be, the person that wants to serve humanity, the person that wants to bring consciousness to mankind. That is where we need to be focusing. All of the noise, all of the nonsense, it is exactly that, noise and nonsense. And you must take ownership to step away from it under this spotlight. Remember, the full moon is a spotlight. It's showing you your shit, your baggage. We cannot take the heaviness of our baggage forward with us. It hits hard, doesn't it? We cannot take the baggage. So why are we trying to travel with so much? Why do we have this big rucksack on our back? It's time to start emptying the rucksack, releasing things from us, and trusting us that what is intended for us will be with us. Anything that is no longer you will be removed. Be honest with yourself. Do I like going out for dinner with these people? No. So don't do it. Do I like spending time with this person? No. So don't do it. Do I feel good in this person's company? Oh my God, yes, I love it. Right, do more of that. Your old self is shedding. Like a snake sheds its skin, you are shedding your old self. You are literally taking it off of you and you are stepping out of that skin suit and you are stepping into your light body. This is going to require a level of honesty that you've probably never had in your life around relationships, around your food, like just every area of your life. Remove friendships that no longer serve. Maybe you're looking at them and you're like, God, we actually don't have anything in common. Relationships the same. Anything that is not congruent for your future self, change it. Change it. Stop sitting in the murkiness and expecting a miracle to take place. Discernment needs to be asked of constantly during this time. Is this good for me? Does this make me feel good or not? If the answer is no, check that it's not your ego trying to sabotage something amazing and move the heck on. Holding on to the past that is not serving you, whether you choose to see that or not, is going to get you burned under this full moon. Okay, what's really interesting this time around, they gave me words that were very aligned with the full moon energies, and then I've kind of like channeled the information. So, and that's obviously what I'm talking to you about right now. So creativity and creating your future was kind of like the next heading that they gave me. So when I tapped into the energy of the moon, it was saying that it was going to catapult the energy of creations if you choose it. Like there will be some people that want to sit, you want to be still, you want to rest, you want to relax. If you are drawn to do that, please do that. However, if you, like me, are choosing to utilize these energies to create things that have been on your mind for a long time, then utilize it for that. It's like you're going to have a rocket up your butt if you choose to lean into it. So please do go with what feels right to you. You don't have to utilize these energies, but it's on a plate for you, like it's never been on a plate for you before, if you choose it. So my question to you, where creativity and creating your future is concerned, is what is your vision for the future? Like, what do you want to look like? How do you want to be? Now is the time to start looking at it and creating everything that you've been dreaming of for lifetimes. What fires up your passion? What do you need to work on to create with what aligns with your soul? Now, what's fascinating is for the last week, without fail, I have been eating really well. I have been exercising every day. Like I've shed 2 kilos in a week, because obviously when you start dating and you move countries and stuff, you have to find your feet a little bit. And, perhaps you're not quite in alignment with the way that you would like to live your life, especially in Spain, because they don't have good vegetarian food. Genuinely, they don't. You'd think it would be amazing here, but there just isn't a lot of vegetarian options. So I've been doing that for a week, and the energy coming through me right now, the connection I've got to the divine is just absolutely next level. So if you want to choose that, like, what do you need to do for your future self? Like, how are you going to step into your future self? My future self is back how I was probably a year ago. That's how I want my physical body to look and feel. And so I'm on a mission to create that. What is it that you want? The next heading that they gave me was obviously self-love and self-care. I mentioned it just a minute ago. This full moon is going to really ask you to honor yourself. Respect the way that you feel and ask yourself questions like, is this important to me? I need you to start speaking your truth. I've got so many people reaching out to me right now telling me, oh, I'm losing my voice, or I've got this chest thing going on. It's because you're not speaking your truth. So please do recognize that you need to honor everything that is within you right now. The inward journey is going to be the most powerful through this full moon period. Now, I would really recommend grounding as much as you possibly can over the next couple of weeks. Call on Mother Nature to support you as you step through these heightened energies. Go take time out in nature. And if you can get to water, like I feel very, very particular about telling you, like get to water if you can. That might be a lake, it might be a river, it might be the ocean. Like allow the healing energies that come from the water to just wash over you. Now, that said, I'm not asking you to get in them or anything like that. I'm just saying allow the energy that comes from being around water to just, like a waterfall, cleanse you. It's time to choose back to basics to heighten your vibration. Roll back to as simplified a version of yourself as you possibly can. Now, what do I mean by that? Fruits and vegetables, water, sunshine, exercise, movement, walking, beautiful words. Use beautiful words with yourself. Be still, sit, meditate if you possibly can. These are the things that simplify our life. So other areas of self-care and self-love, which I don't often speak about, but are very prevalent through this full moon energy, is forgiveness. Like, start to forgive people, remove the shackles from yourself, start to forgive yourself. Learn how to prioritize what is important. If you feel that you need to be a higher priority in somebody's life and they are not giving that to you, ask yourself why you are staying there. Ask yourself, or is this just an ego thing? Oh, I just want to be important. So go through this and practice. What is it that you are looking for from somebody else that you cannot give to yourself? And again, we need to be using discernment about this. We need to be recognizing that our ego is absolutely leading us astray in certain areas of this. Okay, so during this period of time, we're going to be needing to find a level of flexibility with ourselves. What we tend to do is we set ourselves a goal and then we let ourselves down by not sticking to it for a day, or having a glass of wine, or maybe taking a bit of chocolate, and we're like, no, we're on a health kick right now. And as soon as you give yourself a hard time, you actually set yourself up for failure even more. So please, as you step through this, do use your discernment, use the flexibility that is innate in all of us. Be kind and be gentle to yourself. Everybody's gifts are coming online right now. Telepathy is a massive gift that's coming online right now. And this full moon is going to heighten that. Likewise, the intuitive nature that is innate in all of us. Now, a lot of people say, oh, it's much more innate within women. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. The men are extremely intuitive too. It's just they switch it off because they have to be logical and methodical. And it scares the shit out of them not being in control. So allow your gifts to come online. Trust yourself. If you feel something, know it. Trust me, we all know. We all know when somebody is not speaking the truth to us. We all know when, something doesn't feel quite right, even if you don't see the person, or you don't even know where the person is, or, anything. Like, I knew today that my mum was going to call me. Within 2 minutes of me thinking that, she was in my inbox. So, we have to trust our intuition. You are such an energetic and electric being that So don't allow people to say to you right now, and this is where I'm saying to you, use your discernment. When people say to you, nah, you're crazy, nah, you're this, nah, you're that, do not stand for that. Stand in your truth. We must focus on us. We must focus on us. This full moon energy is going to be so potent. So if we can nail this self-love, self-care, speaking our truth, standing in our truth, standing in love, that is how we will get through this with ease and grace. Okay, so a huge focus under the full moon this time round is health. And I'm so excited about this. There are so many people out there taking their health for granted. And I'm going to be honest, I've been pretty rubbish over the last 12 months. Not so much 12 months, but probably since about June last year. And I haven't put my running and my health journey as forefront, which I was doing up until that point. So like I said earlier, for the last week, I've had my head down and my butt up. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm eating as clean as I possibly can be. I'm making sure that I'm doing everything that I know brings health to the surface. People that are taking health for granted right now are going to get humbled. They're going to get put on their arse. Everybody's physical ailments are going to start coming to the surface so the universe can communicate with them. It's just most people haven't had the memo that your physical health is actually a direct reflection of the trauma that you are holding in your body. You guys know how passionate I am on this subject, and thank God we have finally got the energy on the planet which is going to bring this to the surface. Now, If you start having health issues or matters of health surface within you, look at them and call on the infinite wisdom that you hold within you. Like, you have everything. A lot of people say to me, how do you know this, Lucy? How do you know how to heal yourself? Like, I wish I was intuitive as you. You are. You do. Like, I'm nothing special. I just remind you that you've got it within you. It's extremely important we are stepping into a consciousness of purity. If we are doing things that are unaligned to us or misaligned to us, more to the point, we're undoing all of the work that consciousness is trying to do, which is the problem as why we're not stepping forwards as much as we are. Now, that said, I'm not saying that you can't go and have a glass of wine or a bit of chocolate or whatever, but don't let it be a day-to-day thing. Anything low vibration, and I'm talking meat, I'm talking alcohol, I'm talking drugs, I'm talking cigarettes, I'm talking being promiscuous with sex, I'm talking all of these low vibration things that have been designed to hold you back. Unless you start removing them from your life and looking to replace them with higher vibrational things, supplementation, fruits, vegetables, sunshine, peace, walking, exercise, meditation, that kind of thing, and learn to slow down a little bit, you're going to get put on your ass. Now, of course, this is a choice. If you want to do all the low vibration things, that's fine, but don't come moaning when you're not getting the consciousness shift or you're getting connected to your gifts. As I said earlier, this is a collapse of the old version of ourselves. We are literally taking off the skin suit that we've been living in, and we are stepping into our light body. And like I said earlier, doesn't mean that everybody's going to do it. And with all due respect, guys, you've got to focus on yourself. Now, healing is massive under this full moon energy. So I am actually running a healing event on the 21st of March, 2023. So in just a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, and I am going to be focusing on inner child healing. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that my understanding, my belief is that every single area of health or healing that kind of like gets misaligned comes from a traumatic incident that's happened in our life. So we're better to start with the healing events than starting with our inner child. It is time to connect with that child that is within every single one of us. I don't stand for it. People say, oh, I'm a fully grown ass man, Lucy. I don't have an inner child within me. Trust me, everybody does. So it's about bringing that to the surface, befriending it, and recognizing how we have created the things that we've done. Now, that's going to be run 7 till 9 p.m. On the 21st of March. So please do keep your eyes out for that. In fact, I think the link is going to be in the description field around this video. So you don't need to keep your eyes open for it. You can go over there and book your tickets if you want to come. Love is going to be massive through this full moon. So really, I'm filming this on the 3rd of March. No surprise, all the threes. This full moon energy is really going to be bringing love to the surface. Now, what that basically looks like, it could be super passionate, super everything that you are looking for, but you need to be calm and relaxed and be kind where you possibly can. Love, it comes in many, many shapes and sizes. It comes in many forms. So just recognize what love means to you. And I'm not talking that toxic love that everybody has been convinced is, like pornographic sex and stuff like that. I'm talking like the real love, the true love, the recognition that everybody is suffering and that we just need to be kind to where people are at. That also said, that doesn't mean that you need to be around people that don't align to you. My biggest piece of advice where love is concerned during the next 2 weeks from here is take a breath before you respond. Whether it's your children, whether it's your partner, whether it's your parents, whether whatever it is, whether it's your work colleagues, take a breath before you respond, because very quickly things could kick off and get out of control. And that could be in any situation, like I mentioned. Okay, ladies and gents, go grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen, and I will talk you through the full moon exercise that you can do from any time from when this video goes out on YouTube up until the 20th of March. Okay, so the energy exercise for this full moon, and like I always say, if this doesn't align to you, don't bloody do it. It's as simple as that. You don't need to utilize the energies if you don't want, but if you do want to know how to navigate it with ease and grace, this is something that I will be doing myself. So first and foremost, cleanse your energy field. Now, the way that you do that, as always, Palo Santo, sage, salt, essential oils, whatever your cleansing tool of choice is, literally just go around your energy field and say, I shine the light of love on myself during this powerful full moon. Very, very simple this time round. Step number 2, cleanse your space. Now, This is a bit different, this exercise. I want you to cleanse the space in your property. So whether I'm taking you outdoors to do this one, by the way. So I do want you to cleanse the space in your house for a reason, because this is about bringing in newfound energy. So as you cleanse your space, and I would do the whole house, the whole apartment, if you possibly can, say something along the lines of, I welcome in love, light, and newfound energy to this space. You're basically giving permission for the old to leave and the new to come in. Like, we all want to live in peace and harmony. We all want to live in a space of love. So let's set the imprint from the get-go of the back of this full moon. Step number 3, we're going outside, ladies and gents. So go outside somewhere where you are safe and warm. You can do it during the day. You don't have to do this just under the actual moon. You can do it during the day. It's the energies that come through from the full moon. So take a moment to immerse in the energies of the outdoor space. Allow the air to wash over you, taking the smells, taking the sensory overload that we've all become accustomed to, that we all take for granted on a day-to-day basis. Notice how amazing it is and give gratitude for it. Take a moment to just be. Now, what I mean by that is maybe take 5-7 minutes to just look around you, immerse, breathe, meditate if you want to. You can do longer if you need to, but that's what I would do. Just take a moment to get yourself grounded and just be present in Mother Nature's energy. She's very powerful during this full moon. And like I said in the March energy update, she is going to be rocking this world. She is going to be creating mayhem through the ground, through volcanoes and through earthquakes through this month. So step number 4, take a piece of paper or your journal and look at how you can shift things in your life for the better. So the first question to ask in your journal or on a piece of paper is, how can you make life easier for yourself? What do you need to do to make life easier for yourself? The second question, what area of your life do you need to focus more love on? Maybe there's every area of your life. Maybe you're somebody who sabotages love. I don't know. Look at where you can create more love and bring more love into your life, because that is what we want to do this full moon. If we can live in a space of love, our consciousness shift will be very, very easy. If we're looking for the doom and the gloom and we're bitching about people and constant what you're going to recognize is that that is going to be the vibration that you stay in. And with all due respect, ladies and gents, I'm not doing that one. It's not happening. Not on my watch. I want to go and just enjoy peace and harmony forever. Step number 5, take something from Gaia, take something from Mother Nature, a stone, a flower, a twig, some leaves, whatever. Take it and put it in your hand and hold it and just allow all of the intentions of what you have just written about making life easier for yourself and what areas do you want to bring more love into your life. Like, literally hold it, imprint the energy into that. Step number 6. Take that item back into your house with you and leave it there for 2 weeks, knowing it's going to create the vibrational field within your house that is going to bring whatever those intentions are. So ladies and gents, please be pure with your intentions. Otherwise, like I said earlier, people will get burnt during this full moon. Let me know in the comments how this goes, and I will be back with you super soon for another video. Lots of love.